Chad is coming aboard at Crane because I want him here. The two of you are going to work together, and you will get along with each other. I will not have brother fighting brother. Is that clear?
As a bell.
This job, this company, is as much Chad's birthright as it is yours. There's enough room here for the both of you. I suggest you accept that and move on.
And if I don't?
Look, we agreed to table any of this talk until tomorrow morning. Right?
No, he also said it wasn't open for discussion.
Fox, tomorrow you'll have a clearer head. You won't risk saying things you'll regret.
Why don't you listen to Ethan? You can learn a lot from him.
Come on. Let's go home.
That didn't go too well.
Your brother will come around. I'll see to that.
I'm not gonna let Chad get away with this. I'm the legitimate heir to Crane Industries, and I'll be damned if I let Julian's bastard son come in here and take what's mine. I'll tell you something else, that Chad's not even interested in Crane Industries. The only reason he took that job was to stick it to me. He wants to get back at me for seeing Whitney.
Fox, 100 times in the car. You gotta calm down, man.
No, I told you, Chad used to be my best friend. You know, I never knew what an underhanded backstabbing snake he was.
He's probably saying the same thing about you.
What the hell side are you on here,
I'm
Ethan?
not on anyone's side. I'm being objective here. Let me tell you something. You haven't exactly been honorable through this whole thing, you know.
Why? Why is that exactly, huh? Because I kissed Whitney, the woman that I love, who happens to be Chad's sister?
No, because you told Julian that you would try to convince Chad to be a part of the company, except being a Crane. Then you turn around and you do everything you can to make him run away as far as possible from Crane Industries and the family.
Yeah, well, you know, I was just protecting my own.
Fox, now you sound like Alistair, you know that?
Yeah? Well, in this case, I'll take that as a compliment.
You shouldn't.
You know something, Ethan? It's real easy for you to stand here and judge me, now that you're no longer a Crane. But I'll bet you, if you were still the firstborn grandchild next in line to inherit everything, you'd probably think a little bit differently of what I'm doing. Since Alistair's made it clear he's not giving anything to Julian, that makes it all mine. See, it's my birthright now.
I know, and I understand. But you've got to understand that your father isn't taking anything away from you. He's simply asking that you and Chad get along at work. And let me tell you something, from a legal standpoint, Chad has as much Crane blood in him as you do. Fox, he's the firstborn.
You know what? He doesn't have the instincts, Ethan. He doesn't have the upbringing. I want to make sure the whole world knows that.
Well, there's something you haven't considered.
And what's that exactly?
If you're right, what if Chad did in fact take this job just to get revenge? He may be more of a Crane than you think.
I'll tell you something, Chad's got a long way to go if he thinks he can out-Crane me. I do know he's out for revenge. He's upset at me for seeing Whitney.
Look, Fox, I don't know. I don't know if Chad took this job just to get even with you.
Well, I do.
Well, but if you're right, it sounds like classic Crane to me. Chad might not be the pushover you think he is, you know?
Well, Ethan, to tell you the truth, I think I can handle Chad.
Well, don't be too sure about it, okay? Because he has just as much Crane blood in him as you do. You want my advice on this one, Fox? Take the high road. You guys are good friends. Don't let this destroy that. Like Julian said, maybe there's room for both of you at Crane Industries. You can work together.
Not at the helm.
Fox, Alistair's not dead yet, all right? If he recovers from that gunshot wound, he's going to be in charge for a long, long time. Do yourself a favor. Accept Chad being at the workplace. Try to make it work. Look, in the meantime, you need to let off some steam, all right? Go to the pool or something. Go take 100 laps. You'll feel better about it, trust me.
I doubt it. I don't care how much Crane blood Chad has in him. He's no match for me.
Whitney.
Ethan.
Gwen and I have been meaning to call you. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Oh, really? No, I'm doing okay. Moving on with my life, you know, and Fox and I have even started seeing each other.
Yeah, I know. Are you visiting Teresa, or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was.
You've been a good friend to her, really?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I hate to run off like this, but I was actually going to go to the office and surprise Fox, so if you'll excuse me.
Well, no, let me save you the trip. He's not there. I just drove him home a little while ago.
But he told me he was working late on some special project.
That was his plan, but something happened. Something I think you should know about.
Is he okay?
Julian offered Chad a job at Crane Industries. The same job that Fox has, only with a bigger office. And Chad has accepted.
Well, Fox must be furious.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. And he thinks the only reason why Chad said yes is to get back at him for dating you.
Well, he's probably right. I mean, Chad doesn't have any interest in the corporate world. He's an artist, and no offense, Ethan, but he's always hated the suits. Music is his life.
Whitney, his life was you. And he's lost that now. And I don't think things are going to get better. I think they're going to get worse before they get better.
Yeah, well, so do I.
Look, I can't imagine what you're going through right now, but honestly, if you need anything or if you need anyone to talk to, I mean, I'm always here.
Thank you, Ethan.
I mean that.
There is one thing you could do. If you could be there for Chad, for me. Because, you know, Fox was his best friend, and after him catching me and Fox kissing and this whole job thing, he can't really turn to Fox anymore. And you two were always close. And he might really need a friend soon, so...
Yeah, no, of course. You sure that's all that's bothering you?
If you could just be there for Chad.
I promise.
So, do you happen to know where Fox is right now?
Yes, Fox is, I sent him to the pool. Thought he needed to chill out a bit, so.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Whitney, look, I know it's none of my business, but I know this whole thing with Chad, it threw you for a loop. But don't you think it's a little unwise to be getting involved with Fox so soon?
Look, I'm sorry, Ethan, but, it is none of your business.
You're right. I'm sorry. I just think it'd be better to slow things down
Well,
until they settle down.
I don't have time for that. So,
What do you mean?
nothing. Thanks, Ethan.